All right, let's give Friday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This is called Distant Togetherness. It's black to move. Give the video a pause and try yourself if you feel like it. Okay. Distant Togetherness. Well, a lot of my pieces are pretty far away from the king, if that's the distance we're talking about. This forces the king here, and then my queen's on this diagonal, so I have some discovered attack stuff probably. I think I see a checkmate sequence. Here forces this. Then I can go here, double check. The king has to go back to where it was, and then the queen sneaks in for mate. I think that's it. Really struggled with Thursdays, and I feel like I just got Fridays pretty quickly. I really feel like this works. Here absolutely forces this move. The bishop has this square. Nothing else is protecting this. Then if I go here, I'm checking the king with the queen and the knight. So the king has to move, and again, the bishop has this square, so the king has to move back. So now my knight has gotten to here, and the king is on the same square, and then my queen just sneaks in and gives. Oh, okay, the knight's here. All right, almost blew that. I'm glad I looked at it again. Missed that knight. So what else could I do? Oh, it's a smother mate. That's awesome. Yeah, so I can go here with my queen. The knight takes, and then my knight jumps back here. It's not a smother mate, I guess, but my bishop is protecting this square, and that's going to be checkmate. That's a fun little mate. I think that's a mate in 4. So I go here, 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 king back to where it was, queen sack, knight has to take, knight back to where it was, and that's checkmate. Here, 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 here. Dude, there it is. There's a Friday. Got that pretty quick. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that performance. Let's run it back one time. First check I looked at was this one. I'm noticing that my bishop and my queen are pointed in some pretty cool places, you know? So I'm noticing that if I go here, the king has to go here, and then I saw that my queen not being on this diagonal, if I move my knight at all, I have a discovered attack. So I noticed that here, so let's just do this first. King goes here. Now when I move my knight, I'm going to be checking the king with my queen, and I can also check the king with my knight, and what that does is force the king to move. If you check the king with 2 different pieces, the only way to deal with it is to move the king. So the king has to move, and the only place it can move back to is there. And now once the king's here, my queen can sneak in. And I thought this was checkmate. I thought that the puzzle was over, and I was really excited. But then I noticed the knight is protecting the square, which I thought foiled my plan. The thing about it is the king only has 1 square to move to right now because the bishop has this square. So if the knight moves here, the king is completely trapped. And that's exactly what I do. I make the knight take this. The knight takes, and now when my knight jumps in here, the king is checkmated because it's got nowhere to go, dude. And that's a checkmate. And we like those on a Friday. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.